the shadow of the oak, where wild roses thrive, I carved our names under that endless blue sky. Your silver locket, warm in the palm of my hand, a sweet promise as we watch the hourglass sand. Will that locket watch me leave down the gravel road, with a heart too worn to plead and too broke to hold, under sunset's fading glow, where our dreams did weave, only dust and whispers blow, and the locket watched me leave. Years flew like the sparrows, but we changed with the fall, from the golden fields to the old town hall. Your scarf left on the saddle, the porch swings still, in the quiet of the cabin, time seems to chill. That locket watched me leave through the rain-soaked eaves, echoes in the chambers of the love we grieve, in the silence of the pines, where I still believe you're the lingering sigh of the breeze, and the locket watched me leave. On the rim of the canyon, I hear the rivers plead, the whispers of you and me, lost in the tapestry. But every trail I wander, every star I see, is a memory I ponder of what can never be. Yes, that locket watched me leave, and I'm miles past reprieve, a cowboy with his shadows and a soul that can't deceive. As the moon climbs high and thieves the light from me, in the heart of the night, that locket watched me leave. So here's to the love that's gone, to the dust I cleave, on lonely trails forever drawn, where that locket watched me leave.
By the oak tree we swore forever, under skies so wide and blue, your scarf in the breeze like a promise, a dance of red against the hue. In a town where dreams whispered gently, on old porches our love knew, but the road called like a lonesome freight train, and my heart it just withdrew. This hat hides my eyes, shadowed deep with old regret. The sunset stained their colors on memories I can't forget. Empty cabins by the roadside where our whispers still collide. In the silence of these plains, it's your voice that's my guide. Now the gravel roads stretch out like tendrils, reaching places where shadows lay, and the dust kicks up with my sorrows, paving trails of ash and gray. Where the laughter echoed softly, now only echoes of your sway. By the creek bed under starlit heavens, I lost you along the way. This hat hides my eyes, shadowed deep with old regret. The sunsets paint their sorrows on a love I can't reset.
Empty cabins, doors still creaking, with our tales there intertwined. In the whispers of the wind, it's your touch I find. The saddle's worn, the leather cracked, just like the lines around my eyes. Each wrinkle a story, a path not taken under these endless aching skies. I wonder if the rain remembers the taste of tears I've cried for you. A downpour on this heartland, each drop a memory passing through. This hat hides my eyes, shadowed deep with old regret. The sunsets bleed their aching light on a past that haunts me yet. In every dusty mirror, your absence fiercely clings. But in the quiet of this wandering life, I still hear you sing. Oh, in the hollows of my heart, your love, a ghostly lingering sting. Out here where the oak trees whisper low, under vast skies where the wild rivers flow, found a scarf you left on the old porch swing, faded red like the sunset promises spring. Each thread a tale, each color a burn on my heart, neath the star where we turn. Saddle burns and the dust of the road, lonely tracks where our stories were once told. Memories ride like shadows beside, under the moon in the quiet where they hide. Could a man find peace in a wandering life, or just echoes of you and a heart cut by a knife? Gravel roads leading down to empty cabins old, footprints gone in the dust, heart gone cold. Echo laughs in the wind, now just sighs. Not even the rain can hide these tearful eyes. Where once was a fire, now just smoky remains. In the chill of the night, only silence explains. Saddle burns and the dust of the road, lonely tracks where our stories were once told. Memories ride like shadows beside, under the moon in the quiet where they hide. Could a man find peace in a wandering life, or just echoes of you and a heart cut by a knife? Sometimes they whisper on the prairie comes clear, tales of times when love felt so near. A dance, a laugh, a kiss stolen in jest. So these trails, how they put a soul to test. So saddle burns, oh the scars of the past, grit and tears, and moments that last, a letting go in the winds that sweep through, forever bound on these trails to the ghost of you. Hear the sigh of the night as it closes the day. A cowboy rides on, but his heart will stay.
shadow of an oak, where the wild daisies throng, beneath the boundless dome, where the quiet rivers run, that once sing sway to swing, ropes weathered by the sun, where laughter bloomed like spring. Oh, the days when we were young. But now the swings at rest, no more to sway and sigh, underneath that ancient oak, where part of my heart did die. Each creak and sound it made, like a lonesome whispered cry. The swing died young, my love, beneath that endless sky. The town's a whispered ghost, its streets bathed in the dusk, Porsches empty, curtains drawn, in the silence dreams do rust. That old scarf you left behind, now a relic of our trust, turned to dust like the roads we rode, surrendered to the gust. But now the swings at rest, no more to sway and sigh, underneath that ancient oak, where all our dreams did lie. Each creak and sound it made, like a farewell soft and shy. The swing died young, my dear, sometimes so do I. Oh, how the prairie sings, tones so bittersweet, of every tender night and every heart's defeat, in the folds of fading light, where memories and sorrows meet. I find the echoes of our love in every shadow I greet. Yes, the swings at rest, no more to sway and sigh, underneath that ancient oak, I come to sit and cry. Each whisper windswept tale, tales of the time gone by. The swing died young, my love, and love neither can I. The swing died young, my love, beneath that vast old sky. In the hush of dawn, by the oak tree shade, where we carved our names, in the bark they stayed, rust on the gate, where you waved goodbye, still swing slow beneath the endless sky. But that gate said nothing as you walked away, just creaked in the wind like it too felt the fray. Under wide open heavens, where once dreams flew, gate said nothing, and I lost you. Gravel roads whisper beneath my boots, echoes of steps chasing lost roots. The porch lights dead in our empty cabin, where laughter danced, now silence has settled in. That gate said nothing as my world turned gray, just creaked in the wind like it too felt betrayed. In the twilight of memory, where shadows grew, gate said nothing, and I lost you.
the fading trail I stand with ghosts of scarves and saddles and your sweet toast. Rain taps soft on this lonely brim, mud-stained letters, edges worn thin, and that gate still says nothing as I let you go. Just weeps in the rust where the wild winds blow, under skies too wide, in the silence anew. Gate said nothing, but every creak it's you. In the shadow of the valley, where the wild coyotes roam, stands an old house by the river, made of stone and weathered bone. Underneath the ancient oak tree, I carved our names years ago, with her scarf tied round my neck in the winds that used to blow. Old house waits like my heart across the empty rusting gates. Porches creak with whispered tales of sunsets lost in love that failed. Every plank and broken rail sings a song of dust and trail. Old house waits, oh it waits, while my lone heart just contemplates. Gravel roads once heard our laughter, now they're quite overgrown. Windows stare like hollowed eyes, mirroring the moons I've known. That old saddle sits forgotten, leather cracked as my worn skin. She's the storm that left one morning, turned my summers into wind. Old house waits like my heart across the empty rusting gates. Porches creak with whispered tales of sunsets lost in love that failed. Every plank and broken rail sings a song of dust and trail. Old house waits, oh it waits, while my lone heart just contemplates. Now the hearth is cold and bare, haunted by the ghost of embers tangled in her golden hair. Drink the rain off weathered eaves, taste the tears we used to shed. Every drop of memory fading, painted in the sunset's red. Old house waits like my heart beneath the sky so vast, so wide. Echoes of our whispered goodbyes in the rooms where love once lied. Time may heal, or so they say, but some voids are too deep to fill. Old house waits, it still waits, and I reckon it always will. In a dusty drawer in an empty room, a rusty locket lies 'neath the moon. Inside a curl of golden hair takes me back to when she was there. Oak trees whispered on that old hill where the sun dipped low and time stood still. how the winds have turned so stern through whispering pines and dreams that yearn. This rusty locket of flame that yearns in the heart of a cowboy where sorrow burns. Each sunset bleeds like the tears she earned on that lonely ridge where memories churn. The wildflowers by the gravel road no longer bloom where our love once glowed. Her scarf caught on the old porch swing, now just a ghost of spring sweet flame. The trails we rode have overgrown, paths we made are now dust and bone. Oh, how the winds have turned so stern through whispering pines and dreams that yearn. This rusty locket of flame that yearns in the heart of a cowboy where sorrow burns. Each sunset bleeds like the tears she earned on that lonely ridge where memories churn. Underneath the endless sky, roam alone. Every star a word unsaid in the silent song. What's left is a shadow, a dance of light and gray. A cowboy's heart knows only the price to pay. Oh, how the winds have turned so stern through whispering pines and dreams that yearn. This rusty locket of flame that yearns in the heart of a cowboy where sorrow burns. Each sunset bleeds like the tears she earned on that lonely ridge where memories churn. So I'll ride these lands under crown of thorn, past cabins empty and fields forlorn, with a rusty locket and the burns it bears carried deep within like a prayer in the air.
In the shadow of the highland near the whispering creekside grove, where the oak trees hold the secrets of the days we used to roam. A faded scarf, the one you wore, caught on a bramble's thorn. Still smell the rain on that old porch where our boot prints are worn. Lost trail tied down where my heart beats slow, underneath the setting sun where the cool winds blow. Every whispered breeze sings a melody of you. Lost trail tied down in the echoes, I'm still blue. Used to ride through open meadows, dust a-kicking from our heels. Now the cabin's all boarded, with only ghosts at the windowsill. The gravel roads we wandered are overgrown, the map's been redrawn, where we laughed beneath the starlight till the first light of dawn. Lost trail tied down where my dreams turn old, silhouettes against the sky in the lands we once strolled. Every setting sun dips a little more true. Lost trail tied down, every sunset bleeds you. On this lonely ridge I stand, saddle empty by my side. The horizon holds your image, In the twilight I confide. Rivers may wander, mountains might crumble. I'm a shadow in this tale, bound by your memory, forever on this trail. Lost trail tied down where my soul finds rest, in the quiet town, asleep in the valley of the west. Hear the wind call your name through the old oak tree. Lost trail tied down forever, part of me.
In the shadow of an oak, that old house stood firm in the breeze, where the porch creaked under boots, whispered tales in the leaves. A scarlet scarf she left behind on the rail, dancing free, like a flame against the prairie sky. That house had watched me leave. Oh, the winds of time blow cold across these empty, echoing fields, where my heart lies buried deep beneath the frost the sun conceals, and every star up in that lonely heaven grieves. Under that quiet moon, the old house watched me leave. Years drifted by like tumbleweeds across these rugged lands. Gravel roads once sung our names, now trace lines in my hands. Her laughter haunts the hollow rooms in the whispers of the eaves. Now shadows stretch their long cold fingers where that house watched me leave. Oh, the winds of time blow cold across these empty, echoing fields, where my heart lies buried deep beneath the frost the sun conceals. Each sunset bleeds into the hills, a tapestry that weaves through the heartache painted skies. The old house watched me leave. Beside the hearth, an empty chair, the dust has settled there. The clock ticks time away in vain, each moment we can't share. My reflection in the pain, a face marked by the thief who stole the days we could have had, as the house watched me leave. So here I roam, a wanderer, with this lonesome road my steed. Every trail fades into dusk, every memory a seed, planted deep within the soul, where only time retrieves. In the silence of that old porch step, the house still watches me leave. Oh, under that eternal sky, the old house forever grieves, with a solemn silent nod, as it watched me leave.
on the edge of the mesa, under the old oak shade, where we carved our names in the bark. A lifetime ago it seems, those summers rolled like thunder beneath skies white and gray, and your laughter mingled with the wind across the wild sage dreams. Now the wind left behind, it whispers through the grass, singing tales of what we lost, the shadows in the dust, each gust a gentle reminder of a love that couldn't last, on this lonesome trail where the sunset bleeds and hearts turn to rust. Years drifted by like leaves down a slow winding stream. Your scarf still hangs on the porch swing, faded and worn. The cabin stands empty, a relic of our vanished dream, where silence speaks in volumes, and I'm left here forlorn. Yes, the wind left behind, whispers through the grass, singing tales of what we lost, the shadows in the dust, each gust a gentle reminder of a scarf you once cast, on this lonesome trail where the sunset bleeds and memories just rust. In the quiet of the twilight, where the gravel roads, I found solace in the sorrow, in the pain of learning to let go. But these lands hold your echo in the whispering ferns, and I wander ever searching for the peace the wind won't show. Still the wind left behind, it whispers through the grass, as I walk these lonely roads, under fading stars aloft. Maybe love's just a shadow in the dust meant not to last, but I'll carry you forever in the quiet winds I've crossed. As the last light fades and the trail grows cold and undefined, I'll keep listening for you in the wind left behind. Out where the oak trees shadow the old gravel way, I found your scarf rimmed in red against the gray. Whispers of you in the wind's gentle sway, echoes of laughter where our young hearts used to play. Fading light echoes on this lonely, rugged trail. Every sunset a tale of love that's turned pale. Your voice drifts over the valleys, a soft wail in the hush of the night. Under stars I set my sail. We carved our names on the porch of that empty cabin, promises under the moon, but now all is worn thin. Years turn the wood to whispers of might have been, where once we danced, now only shadows spin. Fading light echoes on this lonely, rugged trail.
Every sunset a tale of love that's turned pale. Your voice drifts over the valleys, a soft wail in the hush of the night. Under stars I set my sail. On the saddle I roam, with dust my crown. The reins come gentle, like your hand once came down. Each drop a memory in the folds of this gown. A cowboy's heart in the echo, forever bound. Fading light echoes and I'm riding alone through whispering pines and over stones. Maybe this trail is all I'll ever own. Memories and echoes in the bones of my tone. Fading light echoes, love's last known home.
In the shadow of the weeping willows where the creek sing lullabies, I first saw her barefoot neath the endless prairie skies. Her laughter danced like wildfire, her spirit free as the night. On that old porch we'd sit, watching stars burst into light. Oh, those barefoot steps held tight in my memory's grasp. Through the whispering winds, in each breath I gasped. The oak tree still holds her name carved deep within its side, but it's just a ghostly echo of the love I cannot hide. Years rolled like thunder, quiet towns grew strangely cold. Her scarf still holds the scent of sunlight. I'm growing old. The cabin stands empty where our dreams once flew so wild. Now nothing but dust-covered saddles and the cries of something wild. Those barefoot steps held tight in my memory's grasp. Through the whispering winds, in each breath I gasped. The oak tree still holds her name carved deep within its side, but it's just a shadow's whisper of the love that's been denied. On gravel roads I wander under skies too vast to hold. The weight of all these memories and the silence since they've told. The rain falls like forgiveness across this lonesome land. Yeah, with every drop I'm further from her hand. Barefoot steps held tight, oh I've tried to let go, but the land keeps her footprints and the river it still flows. Underneath that oak tree where our names will forever reside. With every sunset that fades, so does the light from my life's ride.
In the shadow of an oak, where the soft winds dare to speak, lies a scarf she left behind, now part of the creek. Faded red like desert clay, under skies so vast and gray. Whispers of her laughter drift in the place she used to play. But her goodbye forgot to take the heart she promised not to break. Now every sunset's just a flame, burning old photos in its frame underneath the starlit plot. Her goodbye forgot. Wildflowers by the road where we used to walk and dream, now they bow their lonely heads to the silent stream. That old porch still holds my boots, dusty from our travel routes. Each creek a story of the days love is free from any doubts. Her goodbye forgot to take the heart she promised not to break. Now every sunset's just a flame, burning old photos in its frame underneath the starlit plot. Her goodbye forgot. The saddle's worn, the trails have faded, just like the smile that once paraded. And as the cabin door still creaks, I hear her voice in every creak. Yes, her goodbye forgot to take memories etched in every way. Each sunset's still a silent scream, echoes of a faded dream in the whisper of the wind's trot. Her goodbye it just forgot. Her goodbye it just forgot.
In the shadow of the oak, where our names were once told, leather boots side by side, yours were new, mine were old. We watched the sun bleed its gold over hills soft and bold, but your laughter's now a whisper in the prairie's windy fold. Oh, my heart rides the trails of your echoing ghost, where the wind talks in sighs and the silence boasts. These boots, they've turned cold since you've been gone, lost in the dust of dreams withdrawn. The saddle sits untouched, it's weathered by the storm. In the cabin where your scarf lies tattered and forlorn, old porch creaks underfoot like it mourns the morn. Since the day you left, it's just shadows I've adorned. Oh, my heart rides the trails of your echoing ghost, where the wind talks in sighs and the silence boasts. These boots, they've turned cold since you've been gone, lost in the dust of dreams withdrawn. There's a quiet in the rain, a melody unsung, of gravel roads not taken and words we left unstrung.
I roam through fading trails where our rivers once flowed. And now I understand some love's too heavy a load. So I'll walk these vacant lands where our memories rove, with boots turned cold in the absence of love. Yes, these boots, they've turned cold since you've been gone. A cowboy's heart wanders, forever withdrawn. Oh, these boots have turned cold, but the journey's not old. In the silence of the sunset, where our stories retold.
Out where the oak tree shadows lay, long and lean, there's an old wooden porch where we used to dream. A scarf you left behind, caught on a rusty nail, whispers of the dust and the sweet clover trail. I can still see your smile in the blaze of the sunset on that long gravel road where our last kiss was said. Oh, the silence called my name through the whispering wind. Your voice fades away like a ghost in the bend. These rolling fields where my heart feels the same, empty cabins moan neath the sky's crying rain. Silence called my name, and I answered with tears, lost in the echo of our vanishing years. The saddle sits idle where once we rode wild through the rivers of time. Love's currents beguiled. Now nights are just pages of an old western tale where laughter once echoed, now only the gale. Your footsteps in the dust have long been washed away by the rain that turned vibrant dreams to shades of gray. Oh, the silence called my name through the whispering wind. Your voice fades away like a ghost in the den. These rolling fields where my heart feels the same, empty cabins moan neath the sky's crying rain. Silence called my name, and I answered with tears, lost in the echo of our vanishing years. In the stillness of a fading trail's end, I found that every shadow bends towards the memory of those days when love was wild and time was a haze. Yes, the silence called my name in a voice so worn, like a bell toll solemnly for love that's torn. I walk these empty roads under stars' solemn gleam, where silence calls my name and I drift in dream. Here in the heartbreak, where my soul remains bound forever to silence, where love's echo sustains.
down by the Willow Creek, where the water whispers low. She wore that flannel shirt, soft and faded aglow. Under the broad oak's arms, we carved our names in jest, promises on the wind, in that haven we'd rest. Flannel shirt closed her eyes as the sunset dyed the sky. Her laughter a melody now just echoes in the guise. Old Porch Creek's alone, where her footsteps dance in tune. Every thread of memory under the waning harvest moon. Years swept the gravel roads, and the cabin's now bare. Scarf she left behind, scent of jasmine in the air. The trail's less trodden now, the thistle's over what was ours. Dust settles on the saddle like the silence between the stars. Flannel shirt closed her eyes as the twilight stole the dice. Her shadow in the doorway, a whisper of goodbye. Old Porch Creek's alone, with no laughter in its bones. Just a cowboy and his echoes, and a heart turned into stone. There beneath the endless plains, where the wild horses roam, I roam too, lost and found, in the spaces she called home. With every setting sun, I see her face in the skies. A flannel shirt, a closed eye, and a love that never dies. A flannel shirt closed her eyes, and the night's eyes her cries. A dance of sparks in the dark, where old love never lies. I'll tread these trails alone, where our wild dreams once flew. In the quiet town of memory, where I'm lost, babe, without you.
There's a gate outside old Durango, swings wide where the weeping willows sigh. I first saw her neath that hazy amber glow, reflections of the sunset in her eyes. Her laughter danced like dust on desert trails, where we carved our names in ancient oaks that night. But love, like summer rain in these dry lands, fleeting, slipping silent through my hands. Oh, the gate flew with the cold north wind, left it swinging, creaking like my heavy heart. And those plains, they stretch so lonesome, so thin, like the space now lying between our worlds apart. The cabin by the ridge stands empty. Its porch still holds her scarf, now gray and warm. Echoes of her footsteps in the hallway, and the quiet whisper of the morn. The town, once vibrant, now a whisper. Gravel roads bear no more tales of yore. Only shadows of two souls in the twilight. One stayed grounded, one a bird that soared. Yes, the gate flew with the Wild West wind, still swinging, moaning under starlit arcs. And the trails, now overgrown and thin, run like scars across these old forsaken hearts. In the mirror of the creek, under a moon's gentle gaze, I see the years, the paths I've roamed alone. Each bend and ford, like chapters of our days, memories etched deep in the silt and stone. So the gate flew with her last goodbye, and it's swinging, haunting in the prairie's breath, as I straddle shadows in the failing light. This cowboy rides, lassoed by love and death. Oh, the gate flew it, the gate flew it. This heart still beats 'neath the western.
Underneath the shadow of the old oak tree, there's a scarf you left, now part of the breeze. Scarlet like the sunset, it whispers and sighs, echoes of your laughter in the whispering ride. That old porch creaked under secrets we'd share as dust danced in the light like soft ash in the air. Oh, how the dust bleeds, just like my heart, on trails long faded, where we're worlds apart. Every step on these gravel roads, a solemn creep, underneath these vast skies, where the old winds plead. The cabin stands empty where our whispers once lay, window staring blankly where our shadows would wait. An old saddle untouched rests by the cold heart. A relic arrives through wildflower paths, now rain taps like Morse code on the tin roof above, playing tunes of a time when I knew your love. Oh, how the dust bleeds, just like my heart, on trails long faded, where we're worlds apart. Every step on these gravel roads, a solemn creep, underneath these vast skies, where the old winds plead. Now I ride through the twilight where the silence is deep. The echoes of my heartbeats are the company I keep. As the night claims the colors and shadows intertwine, I find solace in the stars, your memory divine. Oh, how the dust bleeds, and so do I, in the echoes of the land, under the vast twilight sky. With each gust of wind I face what I've lost. Dust bleeds like tears on the crosses I've crossed, and in the quiet, the end of day, please set free the memories, like
like old oak leaves. By the whispering oak, where the twilight bled, you wore a scarf red as the sun sets fire. Under stars we lay, our promises spread like shadows on the cabin's old porch tire. Your laughter twined through the cool evening breeze, echoes of you in the rustle of leaves. Silence closed her eyes in the heart of the wild, where our echoes lie, soft and undefiled. Beneath the moon's quiet sigh, where your ghost still roams, I wander alone under starlit domes. Years peeled away like bark from the trees. The cabin stands empty, door creaking slow. Our trails overgrown, lost to whispering weeds, where the dust swirls with secrets only shadows know. A saddle untouched, a path led astray, in the silence where you and dreams fade away. Silence closed her eyes in the heart of the wild, where our echoes lie, soft and undefiled. Beneath the moon's quiet sigh, where your ghost still roams, I wander alone, wrapped in twilight's combs. Oh, the rains came gentle, but your memory's hard. The gravel roads glisten, each a shard of a mirror reflecting a sky so vast, holding the pieces of a love that's past. Silence closed her eyes, and the night grew cold. In the echoes of the wild, our story told. With every setting sun, down the paths I tread in the silence of goodbye, where my heart still bled. Silence closed her eyes. Oh, silence closed her eyes.
The old oak sway, a cabin lies silent where we used to lay. A scarf you left hanging on the porch rail thin, rust red like the sunset flutters in the wind. Oh, how that scarf haunts like a ghost in the breeze, twisting through the oak leaves, whispering, remember me. Each thread a memory, woven tight with loss, left here in the shadows of dust and tumbleweeds crossed. Seasons turn sharply like the bend in creek, the path by the cabin, now overgrown and weak. Your laughter's a memory, faded and worn, like the leather on the saddle from the storms it's born. Oh, how that scarf haunts like a ghost in the breeze, twisting through the oak leaves, whispering, remember me. Each thread a memory, woven tied with loss, left here in the shadows of dust and tumbleweeds cross. Underneath the starlit cloak by the fire's dying light, I reckon every flicker was a moment in your sight. Riding through these haunted plains where your echo softly calls, bound to chase your shadow in the twilight till I fall. Yes, that scarf still haunts on the old porch swinging free, a relic of the love lost twixt the prairie and me. In the chill of the night air, it dances alone, a partner now missing in the dance of the unknown. Oh, how I bear the weight of what was and will never be, with each sunset that bleeds over mountains silently.